Hey there, sports fans! Robbo here for Caravel Gaming. I got a full set of dailies to do here. Let's see what we got. Druid Rogue, Priest Warlock, Chamois Warlock. Maybe we pick Warlock again, since we did so well a few videos ago with it. Maybe we don't, because we don't get offered it. Warrior Rogue and Chamois. I do tend to shy away from Rogue a bit, but maybe we haven't played it for such a long time. Let's see if we can do anything with it. Well, Injured Blade Master's a good start. 4-3 for 3. Like, seems solid enough. And well, the Ardent Swire can be okay for rogues, you know, if you got like Cold Blood and stuff like that going on. But the Shield Master, since we don't know what else is going on there, but I think we are going to go for like a slightly faster deck, maybe. Not really a Betrayal fan. Doesn't really do anything for me. It basically says kill your next biggest monster, because it never kills the biggest one, because that's the one you target with Betrayal for it to deal damage to the others. So it's always like kill your second best guy. Yeah, I'm definitely taking a backstab. I do like a bit of backstabbing, and obviously every Assassin's Blade that I get offered I'm also going to take. Fan of Knives is quite nice. Harvest Golem's also quite nice. Pretty tough between those two. But I do tend to move towards minions when I'm given those decisions. And I like the Tiger as well for these kind of decks, because it's just like a fireball. So you pay 5 mana, it will do that 5 damage. So we need to shore up these early picks maybe here. I don't think Mad Bomber fits into the theme of the rest of the deck. I'm just going to be killing my own Leponome there. Well, we've got to take the Argent Commander when it's offered, obviously. And more Assassin's Blades. It's like, keep them coming. It's a little bit tougher. I mean, obviously we're taking the Yeti, but the Cold Blood's very tempting. Very, very tempting. We have something that costs 2 mana, please. Yeah, so we get something, but there's a Perdition's Blade at the same time. I guess it's Spiteful Smith here, since we have weapons. And we are a weapon as well. Frostwolf Warlord's very, very nice, very sexy. Potentially to be a good size, but we've got a lot going on at 5 mana already. And the Dread Courser, you know, comes down for 1 mana with the Assassin's Blade and stuff like that. Frosty. What, another 3 mana Dread Courser? I think it's Frosty. Wow. Wow. Okay, yeah. Really wanted that weapon, but gotta play it properly, haven't I? This is this is a Voodoo Doctor here, best of a bad bunch. And I think just straight up killing your guy, taking the Assassinate there is best play. Well, here we obviously take the Deadly Poisons when they're on offer. Another very good card. And, you know, I've been offered so many Frostwolf Warlords, I've just not been able to take them. This has got to be the River Crocolisk here. We need to get a few more 2-drops here. Like, this is no good. This is way too slow. But, you know, that's how it happens. If you don't get offered them, what can you do? Wow, 3 amazing cards. Absolutely awesome cards to pick from. Man, oh man, that's a harsh one. That is very harsh. I'm looking at the use there. I was thinking, you know, I need that one extra 2-drop and then I get offered it straight afterwards anyway. We could possibly get away with the Worgen Infiltrator here, to be honest. Since, like, a lot of the time you're going to make that turn 1 and then you're just going to wake your weapon up on turn 2. Oh, a nice little Shatter Sun Cleric there, really helps us out. And another Perdition's Blade. Though that Master of Disguise is very nice, you know, 4 for a 4/4 with a little stealthy ability on the side, but yeah, got to take the weapon there, so I think this is quite a solid, fairly aggressive deck. What might I have liked in it? Yeah, like I said, a Cold Blood. Maybe another Backstab.
Valera versus Jaina.
You asked for it. Watch your back.
Well, the Lepinome's pretty sad, really. Like, if it was the Worgen, I would have kept the Worgen, because then we can play the Worgen turn 1 and coin into the Shattered Sun Cleric turn 2. They are always annoying, those guys. Yeah. I think we do coin it out. Because we want to wake our weapon up next turn. That'll allow us to play like the Dread Courser for 3 mana the turn after. It also just allows us to kill the Frostworm here as well, of course.
Here we go.
You know, if our opponent's just going to sit on a hand of spells, it's like, nope. None of that. Thank you very much.
For the crusade! Blood and plunder!
Here we go.
Well, that was a painful turn, to say the least. You know, going second kind of sucks like that. Yeah, and these guys are particularly annoying. Yeah, he's got like a fireball or something there. He's thinking, oh, yeah, we're on a fireball at 3/3. Well, if he does have a fireball, he absolutely will use it on that Chillwind Yeti. Look how quick he is moving those cards. He's like, oh, I'm going to fireball it. But then he didn't. For some reason, he changed his mind. Come on, tension's killing me here. Yeah, fireball. Okay, Cone of Cold. That works, that's fine.
They are bent to my command!
So I'll just make a guy with a fat ass here. something that can survive the flame strike. It's coming down the turn after, right?
I wonder.
You call that?
We must cleanse the Sunwell. We must cleanse the Sunwell.
So we're going to give him a chance to flame strike here, but I don't think we have a choice in the matter. You know, we're getting suspiciously low on life as it is. Can't really afford to hold back in a position like this.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
My shield for Argus! Go ahead. Make my day.
And he's just drawn his polymorph there, that turn.
Here we go.
Not really the most awe-inspiring cards to draw right there. Against the inevitable double fireball or whatever he's holding on to, right?
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir. Goodbye.
Here we go.
So, we didn't see any of our weapons, like 2 Assassin's Blade, 2 Perdition's Blades, you know, in the top 13 cards, and that's probably what cost us. We didn't draw our Assassinate either, that was sad times as well.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
Here we go.
Your turn to bleed!
And we're down to top decking with me on 6 life. I don't think I'm winning this one, and my opponent getting to draw the card first. Yeah, of course it's a Swamp Ooze. I mean, just for additional rubs, why not? Why not a Swamp Ooze? And that is game. So, very unlucky with our draws there. When we needed something good. And of course going second didn't help. Really didn't help going second. Like, mage isn't the best matchup for this deck. It all came down to that turn where he made the Defender of Argus.
I will fight with honor.
Watch.
And here's the cards we would have liked to have seen. But not right now, thank you very much. Yeah, these are the cards we wanna be seeing here. But again, you know, we're stuck going second. We done? You've got 1 mana. Do I get a go? Why do people, like, start a game and then go AFK? Like, what is that all about? Well, beautiful draw off the top of the deck there, just what we wanted. Our opponent obviously can't make a 1/1 this turn to deal with it, because we just make our weapon and beat it up.
Reporting for duty.
Here we go.
Like, you know, we could have coined into the Shattered Sun Cleric and then backstabbed the 1/1, but I don't think we need to rush everything out, because this will still be sort of 3-2, and this will be 3-2 as well, so he still gets to consecrate the turn after.
Let the pain speak to me.
We must cleanse the Sunwell. Here we go.
Not quite sure why people like Acolyte of Pain. It's just like 3 mana, does 1 damage. Of course we don't have any silences, so, you know, this thing's gonna beat us up a bit. Unfortunately.
Push forward.
But we still got it out of the way. The cost of a couple of cards.
I've got a huge
People sure like their Stormpike Commandos. That's like a very expensive smite, isn't it?
Here we go.
Pay 5 mana, do 2 damage, and then it just dies to like a million different things afterwards. Please put a guy out so I can enrage my weapon. I would be very much appreciative of that.
Don't mess with Tusk.
Well, he gets 2 uses out of his weapon there, which is sad. Well, you know, depressing, should I say. Well, 3 uses out of his weapon. It's very depressing. So we're going to attack this way, just to... I'd rather have my minion have the extra health than me have the extra 2 health. You know, so it's out of consecration range, and other things. Or should I say, you know, Hammer of Wrath range. But hey, he's got the combo anyway, so... Oh, okay. He hasn't.
Mind if I roll need?
You know, do we really make this Swamp Ooze 4-2? Yeah, it's probably the best thing.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
If he had a consecration, he would have done it, so... So if he, you know, if he does draw it, you know... No. I was thinking that's a consecration, you know, the card he just drew, he's like, straight to it, I was like, yep.
The victory.
We had 1/2 of his combo with the Equalize there, but the thing about Equalize is you really need that minion on the board just to guarantee your kill whatever it is you want to do. And when they make that 8-8, it's like, let's make it an 8-1, beat it up with my 1-1. His deck was just a little bit too slow again. That's the problem a lot of people have. You know, they get all these amazing cards and they just forget to pick up enough 2-mana guys to be able to do anything. Wow, this is the good stuff. This is what we wanted to see. We get to hold on to the Swampoos, so we can play the Voodoo Doctor out to maybe bait his weapon if he's got one. If he doesn't have one, then we can like coin to a Harvest Golem and then play the Shattered Sun Cleric afterwards anyway. So not a bad hand going second. Well, certainly against the Chamois. I do like. I do like these sort of 2-1s against Chamois because of the totems that they make.
Mind if I roll need?
But now we're not going to coin. We're just going to wake our weapon up and beat him up. But this is an awesome starting hand, really.
Locked and loaded.
You go, girl! With your rifleman. It's such a bad card. I'm sorry, I always laugh when I see people play rifleman because it's not a card I would ever play by choice. You know, occasionally you're stuck with them because the other 2 cards you were offered were like the Elvish Archer and the Wisp or something like that.
What to do?
There is his weapon, so we'll be oozing that. Very sharpish.
Here we go.
But this hand still looks pretty awesome for me. I do need to start beating him up before some of the bigger guys come out. Seems fine. Yeah, and of course he gets to do 3 damage to the one on the right there, so he hits his 50-50. Would have really have liked that guy to stick around. Well, we've got the Assassinate now for when he makes a huge guy at the end of the game. Like, we could have played this a bit faster. We could have, like, shield mastered, coined into the Shattered Sun Cleric. You can't target that. It has stealth. You cannot target the 5/5. You have to do something else. He's like, no! So one of the reasons why I was saying I really like the Tiger.
What to do?
Because it kind of upsets your opponent's tempo a bit. He's giving away that he's probably got a Hex there. You can't target the Tiger, you have to target the other thing. What are you doing? Yeah, I think my opponent cannot understand why they can't target that Tiger. Why can't I target that Tiger? It must be a bug. Blizzard, fix this game-breaking bug. I can't target his 5/5.
There is little time.
There we go, he had a lava burst. There we go.
Tastingo! Yes!
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Play the leper gnome as well. You know what, I quite like that. I mean, what are the chances he has a second? A second lightning storm, that would be pretty sick given it's a rare and he's 12 cards into his deck. Or her, if you actually think Alice is the person's name. Yep, there's the hex. It's very interesting. Wanting to keep your totem around. Not sure I agree with that particularly.
Push forward.
Here we go.
Well, you're on 7 life, so let's beat you up, and if you make something big, we'll assassinate it.
Mind if I roll need?
Yeah! Picked up Assassin's Blade instead of Assassinator there. Like, that was awkward.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
Push forward.
Here we go.
It's going to be even bigger now, isn't he? Going to make a 7/8. Nope. You're not really going to get much use out of that weapon being on 2 life, are you? Like, Leper Gnome's going to kill him. Hex that Leper Gnome. You're still dying. I still have like all these minions. And like one Stoneclaw totem isn't going to hold them all off.
Well played.
Yes, yes, I could have told you that 90 seconds ago.
Thanks.
Oh dear. So that was a nice win. Assassinate came along at the right time to really help me out there. You know, AoE is gonna be what beats me. Like that's what my losses are gonna come from. And people consecrating and holy overing and flame striking. So I think I was fine holding back at the start of the game. Like, I mean, as it turns out, he probably did have that lightning storm.
Back.
Well, we got like the turn 1 ringleader, but Rest of this looking pretty ropey. Yeah, we'll keep hold of the fan of knives because obviously we're playing a pally. I know here doing 1 damage to everything's actually not bad at all. So let's get old Scrub Town online. Don't really have a play for turn 2 unfortunately, but like after that we're kicking
I
ass.
hope you like my invention.
Oh, we do have a play for turn after.
Kind if I roll need.
How lucky! So no consecrations. That's all we care about. Don't want to see a consecration. That suggests consecration to me.
Here we go.
You're looking at me.
Hey, give me that.
But even so, you know, this is one card, these two guys, and that's another card which replaces itself, so, you know, it's really like a 1-for-1 trade here with the consecration if he does have one. It just feels like it's a lot worse. How lucky again! Very nice backstab. I guess we make this guy, so that we don't get completely blown out by consecration.
Hey, give me that.
You're looking at me.
Like,
Here
makes
we
the most
go.
sense.
What does the future hold?
Yeah, that's pretty weak.
Shields up.
Pretty weak source there. He's scraping the bottom of the barrel on that one.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
So again, we're just gonna keep his guys off the board, so
Looking at me.
he can't use an Argent Protector. Well, I mean, he can use it, but he has to do it all on his turn. Like, I'm fairly sure at this point
Reporting for duty.
we're not going to see a consecration. Like, I feel he would have played one by now.
Here we go.
You're looking at me.
Go ahead. Make my day.
So if he does have like a big thing with taunt, Patience Assassin will do the job there.
Justice. You're looking at me.
Bye.
Here we go.
The victory.
Yeah, he died with 6 cards in his hand, so he just had a really slow deck. And he had a few fairly weak cards as well, like the Seer. Like, I can see why he would think it's good, because he's like, I can use it with my Blessing of Kings to hit him for 12 in one turn, and it doesn't really work out that way. You know, when you play like a 2-3 Seer, Wind Seer, whatever it's called, like, if your opponent can kill it, they will just kill it. They'll be like, yeah, you're not doing that with Blessing of Kings next turn, so let's just kill it.
You asked for it.
Watch your back.
How about no? Not that much better, but... yeah, those were all the cards I wanted to see against that first mage opponent, and didn't. So, I'm being taunted by the shuffler. Yeah, yeah, that's another one. Stop taunting me.
Drink with me, friend.
Go ahead.
Shattered Sunclate to pump up my 1-1, eh? I mean, I'm gonna play it, but if only so it survives a Cone of Cold. Well, I'm not gonna bring it out as stealth, I don't think.
What to do? What to do?
So maybe my opponent's got like a 2-1 or something. They don't want to just throw out and get wasted. I actually think like the Mana Worm's fine here because we can make him like waste the mana now on the next turn. Like finishing it off with a ping, so we get to beat him up some more. Yeah, I think he pretty much knows he has to ping it, yeah. That's all you can do.
We must cleanse the Sunwell. Push forward.
And that's the cool thing about going first, is that you can have these slow hands with all these cards that cost like 5 mana, and you don't get wrecked because you're going first. And if I was going second with this hand, I think I'd be in a fair amount of trouble.
I wonder.
And these are all awesome cards at this point, you know, Tiger next turn, play the Assassin's Blade the turn after, beat up whatever he plays. If he plays something massive like a Water Elemental, we're definitely assassinating it.
Push forward.
So opponent's just there, desperately trying to survive. Like, he really hasn't had an opportunity at all to play any minions, he's just trying to deal with whatever we can do. He has to ping the 3-1 again this turn because, like, it's 8 damage, it's way too much. Like, puts him on 15 at that point. So yeah, he's like, yeah, That's, again, it's the cool thing about Tiger, you know, your opponent can have like a polymorph or a fireball and waste their turn.
Here we go.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does have a fireball this turn for it. Sucks going second, doesn't it? Yeah. Now he knows he can't make any small guys, so...
What to do? What to do?
If he doesn't have a direct answer to this 5-5, you know, that's 10 damage he's taking over the next 2 turns when I obviously assassinate. Yeah, I mean that dies to my weapon. So, he's going to try and freeze my tiger? The alarm. Yeah, I'm going to ignore the alarm bot. Well, don't have to anymore. Now I've drawn this right. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore the alarm bot. Like, I don't care about that.
Here we go.
It's like, that's fine. Just assassinate anything if it's big. Because whatever he puts out there is still asleep. Yeah, things are looking pretty rough for you at this point.
What to do?
You gotta be kidding me!
And that's game.
Victory!
Going second sucks. I mean, we saw. I mean, that's a perfect example of how much going second sucks. You just can't get back into the game when you don't have that fast start. Whereas, when I don't have a fast start, I'm still fine.
Valera versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
Okay, well, the backstab's obviously awesome. We can throw the Yeti back. And get back another Yeti. Yeti's like, you ain't getting rid of me, fool! Okay, it does a bit look like a Mr. T reborn as a beast. He's not a beast. He doesn't have the beast under him. He's just a minion.
Well met.
I ain't getting on no snow plane.
The pleasure is mine.
It's very rude, that, isn't it? The pleasure is mine. That's not a greeting. That's like a I'm gonna kick your ass thing.
I hope you like my invention.
Well, I was assuming you were gonna do something good there, but I really don't care if you put a shield on your 1-2. It doesn't bother me in the least.
The light protects me.
We done. Seems he's definitely setting up. Oh, how lucky! Just what we wanted. I'd say it seems like he was definitely setting up for.
Here we go.
Like a Shattered Sun cleric or something next turn. the way he coined out the 1-2 to start with. I mean, I would have just played the 1-1 unless he just drew the 1-1.
Let me think.
I'll let you think. You got another 60 seconds. God, I love going first. Have I ever mentioned how much I like going first? Pretty sure I mention that like every game. Apart from the times to go second, then I talk about how much it sucks to go second. So he has made the probably the most least impressive flesh-eating ghoul ever.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Well, no rush with this Dread Courser. It's a consecrate! We're going to keep our Perdition's Blade around until we've played the Courser, damn it. I demand to have a 2-mana Dread Courser.
I wonder...
You can do it! You can play something! Go, go, go!
Silvermoon shall not fall.
I think we just assassinated this. I was going to Fan of Knives. We could just like Frosty. I mean, that'd be like kind of funny. Well, I was considering like Fan of Kniving to get the shield off, but that's just screwing around too much, isn't it? Yeah, I could have played like Frosty, frozen it, and then assassinated it maybe the turn after. Another flesh-eating ghoul.
Blood and plunder.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
Ah, that turn worked out. Okay, dealt with these two guys. Put down the old patient assassin for his one big guy that he might make. Yeah, he can't really be affording to playing Hammer of Wrath at this point. Like, 4 mana, and to deal with a 3/3 doesn't stop him from getting beaten up. Well, he can now make some guys, but the thing is, the biggest thing he makes with Taunt's going to die to my 1/1. Okay, I guess not. He's got an Avenging Wrath as well, but the 2/4/5 still survives, so... You know, that's another, like, 9 points of damage he's still taking here.
Reporting for duty.
How lucky! I'm good at this game, aren't I?
Here we go.
Things looking a bit grim over there with his slow deck. But look at this card advantage I've got with my Hammers of Wrath.
Well played. Tastingo!
And he is dead,
Reporting for duty.
which is nice.
Here we go.
He had a nice enough deck, but just that little bit too slow going second, and he just didn't have enough going on in the early game. You know, that's how a lot of decks I think struggle, and that's how they get the losses. And, you know, they go second, and they have a deck that's a little bit too slow. Plus, I mean, why waste your coin on turn 1 to bring out a 1/2 novice engineer? That was really horrible. Didn't help him at all, that. Wasn't a fan at all. Just felt really weak sauce.
Watch your back.
I will be your death.
Probably keep this, you know, coin a tooth, because, I mean, backstabs are no good against these guys. And keep hold of an Assassin's Blade, because it's obviously going to turn out to be pretty good in the matchup.
The light protects me.
Yeah, it's pretty weak second turn from him there. We're definitely going to bash that shield off this 1/1, so that we don't get in trouble against Shattered Sun Cleric there. People really love this Acolyte Pain. It's not a good turn 3 play. Like, it just isn't. Like, that's nice, you've drawn 2 cards, but I've been beating you up while that's going on. You know, like I've took over on the tempo. Like, he can get away with it because he's going first, but if he was going second and made like a 1/3 on his turn 3, I'd just be like way too far ahead at that point. Not bad, not bad. He certainly gives me a few choices here.
Here we go.
Scrub.
So my opponent's down 10 life already. Yeah, see what I'm talking about, betrayal. It's like, it doesn't feel that great a lot of the time when you play it.
This guy's toast.
So we're just going to get our Assassin's Blade out here and beat this up.
Here we go.
Just generally beat stuff up from this point onwards. Or at least that's the plan. It might not work out that way.
Are you ready for this?
They all bend to my command.
Here we go.
And this 4/6 sort of really threatens as well with the Assassin's Blade to do some damage. Okay, that's a pretty cool turn.
Tazdingo!
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Here we go.
But we're definitely going to just start working him over now since we've got both Assassin's Blades. Well, we were going to work him over. I guess we still do, to be honest. Five knives, eh?
Here we go.
Jama!
Push forward.
Well, we're putting on a lot of pressure here, so we've got a chance to close this out. Cheap spell would be nice. Well, anything that's under 6 mana would be nice. Yeah, very nice.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Here we go.
So he's got like 6 cards in his hand, and he went first, but again, because he played that like Acolyte of Pain, you know, it's really affected his tempo. He's like, yeah, I get cards, I draw cards. It's like, that's not what you need. You need to be able to kill your opponent here. So he's dead. This one is over.
Push forward.
And there's those extra cards he drew in his hand, right there. Do you see them when he lost? That's how good Acolyte of Pain is. Like, when you make it on turn 3, it just does nothing at all. Like, Shattered Sun Cleric is just so much better. And everyone rates Acolyte of Pain really highly. Like, you know, there's like tier lists people bought, you know, like God tier's got like Chillwind Yeti and stuff like that in it, obviously. And like, Acolyte of Pain's always up there in like tier 3, usually. I think we can afford to throw the Harvest Golem back as well here, to be honest. Warlock's not going to like this. He's not going to be... Oh, wow, that's ridiculous. That is a ridiculous hand.
The pleasure is mine.
Oh, man. That's so sick. That's like constructed. Constructed playable.
First kill. Someone call for
He's just going, what just happened? Oh yeah, you're getting beaten up. That's what's happening. That's nice, dear. I'm just gonna carry on beating you up, I guess. Oh, he's got a guy. If he's got another mortal coil, that would have been ridiculous, wouldn't it?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
How lucky! My opponent is going, what is happening here? This is not fair. With his 7 cards in hand.
I don't have enough mana.
How am I? You better give me this damn ooze. I'm not going to be happy if you don't let me have this ooze. Oh boy, don't you do this again on me.
I don't have enough mana.
There we go. Got there eventually. Managed to drag it out.
Here we go.
I hate this bug so much. Like, it is pretty close to game breaking. Hellfire or lose. The Hellfire, but we still got this Assassin's Blade. I'll work him over a bit more. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty sexy.
Here we go.
Like, here's another card that you're going to struggle to deal with. Eight cards in his hand.
Drink with me, friend.
Not going to help you, is it?
Murder!
Also not going to help you. Come on, give me this damn Assassin's Blade. Oh, I hate you so much. Hate you so much, game. This is... Oh, it actually might lead to me losing. Because I can't get this Assassin's Blade. Oh, you know what? You know what? I give up. I give up trying to get that Assassin's Blade.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
Here we go.
It's like you win game, and if I lose from here, because I couldn't deal him that extra 3 damage with the 2 damage, because I attack for 1 anyway. He didn't get to life tap at all once this game, has he? We've just been beating him up. Oh, that's a rough one. That's a rough one if ever there was one.
Here we go.
So I'm figuring I just assassinate if he makes a taunt and kill him. Like, if he gains life, yeah, sure, you know, that sucks, but... he life tap. Yeah, desperately looking for a taunt, doesn't find it. Look how many cards he's got, like, you can't do that when you play this game. You can't draft really slow decks like that. Like, that was ridiculous from him there. I mean, sure, I had a ridiculous start on him. You know, just the absolute nuts on him, but for him not to play anything for all of those turns, but that's how it felt.
Valera versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
Watch.
Going second, well, the backstab improves this deck like a whole bunch. Like loot hoarder's pretty weak, but you know what? I mean, we're not going to get much better than this. So I think, you know, coin into the Blade Master backstab.
Put this apple on your head.
His play. Wow. Wowee. That... How lucky!
Yeah,
That changes things a bit. We'll just do that instead. And keep hold of our coin. I love it when people play Rifleman.
We must
Not a
cleanse
good
the
card.
Sunwell.
We're never going to use this coin because we've got like Yeti and then Tiger. Like the coins is going to be completely irrelevant. Oh man, I just love seeing Riflemen get played. You going to beat up the 3-2? Yes. He does beat up the correct guy.
You're looking at me.
Our hand's, you know, pretty good here actually. You know, you've got a weapon, I can also make weapons. It's not a bad going second hand, this one, to be honest.
Follow the rules.
Yep, Assassin's Blade next turn. That's interesting, isn't it? Why would he do that? Unless, you know,
Reporting for duty.
he has a plan. Now that's nice. Now that is quite a nice draw. Assassin's Blade still looks like the play, however.
Here we go.
Fair, my 3-1.
Tazdingo! Yes! Reporting for duty.
Okay, he's pretty cool as well.
Blood and plunder.
Here we go.
You're looking at me.
That feels a pretty good turn. Happy enough with that. I'm sure there's a Blessing of Kings coming any second now. Because he's been desperate to get a minion into play on his turn. You know, the way he's been playing, it just feels.
Eyes are open.
Silvermoon shall not fall.
But apparently not.
Here we go.
Mind if I roll need?
So again, we're just gonna keep his stuff off the board here. And we're going to trade these off as well. Just so we don't get wrecked by a consecration if I attack like that. You know, we lose like pretty much everything to the consecration, so this is just like... me trying to avoid getting wrecked by that too much. Like, I think keeping my 5/5 around's pretty important. Every paladin ever is there. Avenging Wrath, but this one has failed to hit the tiger, so more happiness for me.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think we just ping off the other one. Keep his board clear.
The gates are open.
Are we just switching weapons again to the Assassin's Blade, beating that up? Kinda looks like it, doesn't it? That's awkward.
So many
well,
options.
Maybe we don't have to. Yeah, we do. We do, don't we? We just do.
Here we go.
And if he makes Blessing of Kings, he makes Blessing of Kings. But he's had so many opportunities to play it already. Wait, oh no, he does have it, okay. Like Lasai. That keeps him in the game a little bit longer. Another Blessing of Kings, really?
Not on my
Okay. Just the next best thing to draw off the top of the deck there. Like, must be nice.
Not on my
Yep, that's game unless I draw an Assassinate. That's not an Assassinate. That is an Assassinate! How lucky! Oh, I bet that annoyed him. Yeah.
Here we go.
I wasn't sure whether I should be attacking him there. You know, that was a tough one. But
Reporting for duty.
probably should have attacked him, I think. I couldn't really think of anything that would have saved me at that point. So,
Here we go.
we die horribly, unfortunately. Blessing of Kings screwed us over. Maybe could have took the 3-3 out, but he was getting so low on life. It got to that point where we just win if he doesn't have a Blessing of Kings. Interesting game, that one. Lots of choices we could have made in it. I definitely put myself into a position where I could kill him, though, which was the thing. Like, I can't carry on being defensive too long, given my own life total was getting, you know, a bit low from beating up his stuff.
You asked for it.
Watch your back.
You know, occasionally I'm tempted to keep hands like this against mages, because I've got so many, like, things with 1 toughness, like this, for example, that
Someone called for the
I kind of don't want to play them from time to time. However, this one's not so bad, because very often he'll just coin and ping it,
I hope you like my
which,
invention.
you know, will, like, waste their turn a lot of the time. Well, we're not really doing much here, are we? There's not a whole lot going on this turn, is there? Just put out world's crappiest ringleader.
scrub.
Not that the 2-1 that it comes along with is much good against the mage either.
Mind if I roll need?
Looking at me.
So, like I said, we've not put any pressure on at all here, which is, like, bad.
One shot, one.
Okay. Feels a bit strange there.
Here we go.
Not really the best card, Elven Archer there. He's played some weird cards so far for a mage. You know, he could have been putting us under the cosh a fair bit if he'd made some decent-sized minions. We're not doing that great ourselves. Like, Patient Assassin, really?
Here we go.
Go ahead. Make my day.
And here comes the Cone of Cold. Or the Arcane Explosion, or something like that. Nope, apparently not.
My eyes are open.
Here we go.
So yeah, we've had a pretty rubbish draw. Like, we threw away like the Chowin Yeti and stuff that could actually beat up our opponent. Drew stuff that couldn't beat up our opponent, and now we're just kind of sitting here waiting for him
What
to do something with his 7 cards in hand. Still at 28 life. How ridiculous. Ancient Watcher. Oh boy. Oh dear, dear, dear.
I'm not ready.
Like, Leper Gnome doesn't feel that impressive.
Here we go.
Like, yet another card that's just awful. Just, oh. And, you know, that's how you get your losses in this game, when your deck just doesn't want to be nice to you. And of course now he gets the secret that copies a minion, right? Yeah. Oh dude, this is fantastic, isn't it? This is just absolutely fantastic.
They all bend to my command.
Here we go.
I bet he thought he'd seen the end of my crap minions. He thought, he's just got to have good stuff left now. I'll put my mirror entity out. Nope. My stuff's still crap. 100% grade A. Terrible.
Truth is my shield.
My eyes are open.
Yeah, this is really annoying. I mean, talk about awkward.
Here we go.
Victory!
Yep, my hand sucks. And now I get all these guys that I would have loved, like around turn 4, that would have actually have done something. So yep, this one is over. More than happy to concede at that point. Yeah, let's have another 2-1 next turn. So, made it to 7 wins, that's good enough for me. You know, like, I think Rogue's one of the weaker. You know, the only reason I actually did something there was, like, my ridiculous number of weapons. And this is like story of my life again with Arena. It's like bare minimum for gold every time. Even when I got to 12 wins, it was like 230 gold, which is just disgusting, as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, guys, thanks for checking this video out. Let's, I guess, let's get this pack open. See if we can get a legendary. Make it. No, we can have fecking angry chicken. It doesn't get any worse. I'm not sure it gets worse than that as a pack. Whereas, so far as the rare's concerned, that's yeah, that sums up my day pretty much, so far as luck's concerned. So we had a couple of, you know, interesting game-breaking bugs still in the game. You know, got Wizard of Coast so pissed off with Magic Online, slagging them off. No, Blizzard have got to fix that overlapping cards bug. I mean, that costs people games. I mean, we know it does. People have already commented on forums. But it's you know, it's still a beta. You know, like, they can't come out of beta until they fix these problems. But some of them, what baffles me is that they're struggling to recreate some of these bugs in testing, so they kind of don't know how it's happening some of the time. So, well, we hope we get it fixed. Anyway, my gold, like, barely trickles upwards. I think I gained 10 gold there. It's like, woo, go me! And till next time anyway, guys, ta-da.